Okay, I'm coming back on. Try to make another video. I don't really know what to say in this video. But I'm noticing that the negative is really outweighing the positive with everything. With everything. That's why I think I'm just really going to try and limit the time I spend on social media, on YouTube, because I go on there and all I see is just negative stuff. This is like a massive conscious thing. Everybody's feeling the pressures. Now I think I understand why most of the positive YouTubers, the YouTubers who want to be more positive, I understand why they just quit or just go ghost, because the negative is just really outweighing the positive. You know, with everything, it doesn't matter what it is. Now I understand why now I understand why the smaller channels, the smaller YouTube channels who want to be positive and who want to put positive ideas and energy out there, I understand why they either they see all the doom and gloom that's going on and they can't compete with it, so they just quit. And I don't blame them. I don't blame them for doing that, because it's just hard. It's hard being a smaller content creator, and you're trying to put positive energy out there. You're trying to put pleasant content out there for people, but people don't want to listen to positive stuff anymore. It's because the whole YouTube algorithm is mainly negative doom and gloom content, and I understand why most of these smaller YouTubers, the smaller channels who just, they want to push out positive stuff, but in the end, it's just like, what's the point? What's the point when most of the YouTube algorithm is doom and gloom, or it's AI slop videos, or mindless mukbang videos where people are just, they're on camera and they're stuffing their mouths with food and stuff. People like watching that stuff. I don't know. I can relate to smaller YouTube channels who want to put good content on their channel, but they don't get any, you know, their videos are not pushed. They're not pushed out in the algorithm. But the negative stuff and the doom and gloom stuff is pushed. And I understand why. Most content creators who had a channel, they went ghost because they can't reach their audience how they want to. They can't reach people how they want to because they want to put out positive stuff. People don't want to hear that. It's all just the negative all the time. Yeah, I understand now why certain YouTubers will just quit, because all they're seeing is just doom and gloom. You know, no hope for the future. You know, that's why most of them, that they just stop making videos and they just live their life and go their own way, because they know that they can't reach people like, you know, they can't reach people on like a positive note, because people's minds are too closed off. It's like people's minds are like locked, you know, people's minds are locked and they can't get out of the negativity slop, you know. That's why I understand with smaller YouTubers who have a platform, they go ghost for like, you know, they stop posting videos because they say like, okay, well, what's the point? I'm pushing out positive videos, I'm pushing out information that might, you know, help people, but people just don't want to listen. They could care less, you know. You know, these people would rather just watch, you know, a gang of people just like, you know, kicking another person down on the street. That's what they would rather watch, you know. Most of these people who that's what social media will do to you. That's what it'll do to you. It'll warp your mind to where you either just want to watch violent shit, or you just want to watch mindless AI crap. You know, all the authentic YouTubers are they're quitting because they're just like, okay, well, YouTube's just they're pushing out the more negative, toxic videos, and they're just saying, okay, well, what's the point? I'm just gonna quit, you know, and just try and live my own life how I see fit, because, you know, you may be a smaller YouTuber and you can't get through to people. You know, they just push you to the side. Be like, oh yeah, that person's channel, it doesn't mean anything. You know, what they're saying doesn't matter. It's really sad. And, you know, who knows, I might end up doing the same thing, because I just can't seem to, I can't seem to get the support that I really want from, you know, from the internet people. I miss Arlo Monk. I miss Arlo Monk's channel. I wish he would come back, but I don't think he's ever gonna come back, because he probably realized the same thing. You know, he probably realized it's like, okay, well, I'm putting out all these videos, you know, and nobody seems to care. You know, and I think he did that for years. He did it for years. And it's like, sure, yeah, he had a following, but, you know, nobody really wants to support you. Nobody really wants to support or even, you know, have any positive thing to say on the videos or on the channel. Nothing. So I think that's why most of the positive YouTubers, they're just gone. And I totally understand. It's all just negative crap now. And you're just thinking, okay, well, yeah, I have a channel, but nobody really seems to understand or care, or even want to care. That's why you gotta go your own way with your channel. And I guess the people who finally end up finding your channel, one of, you know, the very few good people that are even out there. You know, sometimes they'll see smaller channels and be like, oh, okay, yeah, I like her videos, you know, or I like his videos. But, you know, I'm still going to keep putting out content. I'm not going to quit. Just all you see is just negativity. It's like, I don't want to watch this crap anymore. It's bringing me down. It's making me depressed. That's why it's really important. I think it's really important now to just limit your screen time with certain content that's being put out there right now, because it's designed to make you feel depressed. It's designed to make you feel down about everything. And that's not natural. That's not normal. Especially with TikTok and everything. Especially with TikTok, because there's very few authentic channels on that platform. I mean, sure, I don't know. It's just getting more crazy. It's just getting more crazy. Anyways, that's it for the video, I think. I don't want it to be super long.